This is gonna seem stupid simple, but it will guarantee that you get your first 1,000 subscribers. It's gonna be the same thing that I use to grow my client channels, like one of my past clients who I grew from 0 to 40,000 subscribers in less than 90 days. Yeah. Or another one of my clients who we got multiple videos back to back to hit that 1 million view mark plus. And the same thing that I'm using on this channel that I just started to grow from 0 to 20,000 subscribers in 90 days or less to prove that it's not luck and that these strategies, well, they actually work. The roadmap that I'm gonna be sharing with you in this video, it will work for any niche without having to spend countless hours that you don't have, without having to hire expensive freelancers that you can't afford, or without needing any previous subscribers or experience, and without having to post every single day, despite what you may have been told. But first, despite what you think you might know when it comes to YouTube growth, getting your first 1,000 subscribers is not a game of getting more subscribers. You see, that's not what you should be focusing on. Do you know what data is? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Well, when we look at YouTube's data and even published articles, what we see that on average, 100 views equals roughly around 4 subscribers. This means that if we get around 25,000 views, the data shows us that we'll likely have around 1,000 subscribers. So our focus needs to be on more views, not more subscribers. And in doing so, ironically, we'll be getting more subscribers. But how do we get you to that first 25,000 views? I'm about to show you the simple copy and paste method that you can use to achieve this. But first, let me ask you, if you were to go on a hike or a journey that not many people have ever gone on, in an ideal world, would you prefer to have a paven, cut-through, clear path to the end destination? Or would you want to just dive in headfirst into the unknown and hope for the best? Hope that you make it to that final destination. You see, this is the exact choice that you're faced with right now. You can either go into the world of YouTube unsure, blind, and trying to make sense of the unknown, hoping that you're doing everything right to grow your channel on YouTube. Or you can follow a path that's already carved out for you, and this path is our first strategy to almost guarantee that you get views on YouTube. It's a strategy that literally only takes about, 20 minutes a day if you want to optimize it like crazy, but it can be done with even less time. See, 99% of YouTubers ignore it, and it's a strategy that only the top 1% of YouTubers like Mr. B, Simon Gadzhi, and Ali Abdaal all use. It's a strategy I've talked a lot about on this channel. It's called the outlier framework. But before we can even begin to understand how to successfully follow this framework, we need to know what is an outlier. And to do this, I want you to imagine with me that you had a YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel only has 100 subscribers. One day you post a video and that video gets 54 views. The next day you post another video and let's say that video gets, 18 views. But the next day you post another video and that one gets 850,000 views. That is an outlier. It's a video that performs way better than any other video on your channel in comparison to your views and channel size. Now, to find these outliers, you're gonna take only 30 minutes out of your day, and you're gonna use YouTube as a free research tool to find these outliers. Now, there are 2 ways to go about this. You can try and find outliers in your niche, and you can try to find outliers in other niches. For example, if I'm a video editor and I were to do method 1, where I would find outliers in my niche, I would go onto YouTube and I would search video editing. Then I would do one of 2 things. First, I would just scroll through the videos posted and see if there are any similarities or ideas that have been posted multiple times by different creators. And then I would see if the views on those similar videos were bigger than the creator's average view count on videos. If you can answer yes, then that's likely an outlier video idea, and I should probably make it. But what is a way better way and makes me feel a little bit better as a creator is not copying people in my niche, but instead reverse engineering what has worked in other niches. In fact, let's use this editing example again. In this case, I would search a random niche, let's say coding or software engineer in the YouTube search bar. Then I would just scroll through some videos until I saw the same thing, either a video idea done multiple times and or a video with a lot of views in comparison to that channel's average view count. Then when I found one, I would take that concept and make it applicable to my own channel. In fact, I even tested this on my second channel, which is not very active, by the way. I don't take it very seriously at all. And I found the video idea, how I would learn to code again if I could start over. And I found this idea while doing outlier research in the coding niche. And then since this was a really big outlier in that niche, all I did was reverse engineered it to the video idea I had for video editing. So I took it and I renamed it How I Would Learn Video Editing If I Had to Start Over Again. And guess what? That video became a 32x outlier on my second small channel and accumulated over 20,000 views and more than 500 subscribers just from one video. Again, this was a test and it was a success. This was when this channel only had 300 subscribers at that time, by the way, and a few videos with only 100 or so views each. You see, that's the power of the outlier framework. And to simplify this for you, it's literally the concept of taking ideas and titles and thumbnails that have already been proven to work well on YouTube, and then we're making them applicable to our own channel and our own niche. And if you want to make this process 10 times faster, you can download vidIQ's free Chrome extension that literally allows you to see outlier scores on videos, saving you a ton of time instead of having to manually go into that person's channel and compare this video with a lot of views to all their other videos on their channel. By the way, if you guys want an even more in-depth video on how to do this process, not only for ideas, but also to come up with winning outlier thumbnails, then go check out the video I released right up here after you're done watching this video. I'll also leave the link to that video in the description below. So all of this was just to really get the people hooked onto our packaging, right? Onto our video with our title and our thumbnail. In result, getting them to actually click onto our video. But how do we get that person from clicking to actually sitting through and watching our whole video and even deciding to subscribe to our channels? Well, to understand exactly how to do this, we first need to understand fundamentally what people are even clicking onto our videos for, outside of all the hooks and curiosity triggers that we're using in our packaging to get them to click. Even deeper, what is the reason they are clicking? See, this depends on a case-by-case basis, but for a lot of us, we're doing educational type content, right? Teaching someone something or showing them something that has worked for us. Now, the reason people watch this kind of content is because they have a pain point that they need solved. In fact, imagine with me for a second that you're a video editor and you've been editing for some years, but you're at a point in your career where you're extremely frustrated. Why? Because you feel like you just can't seem to be able to get good paying clients, and you feel like on the rare occasion that you do, you just can't seem to keep them. Well, in this case, our who is a video editor. Well, their pain point is frustration, it's money, and it's consistency, right? And their why is to solve that problem. You see, in every video I release, I always run the video through this who, pain, why framework. Now put yourself in the shoes of that editor one more time. If you click onto the video and it starts with addressing those pain points and then goes into giving a solution to those problems you have, are you going to watch that video all the way through? Let me ask you a better question. Are you going to subscribe? My guess is that 99% of you just answered yes. See, this is because, summed up and put simply, everything that we went through with the outlier framework is to get people to click onto our videos. But the main thing that we need to do to get those people to keep watching from a fundamental point of view is to provide value. And we can do that by understanding who your audience is, and we can refine that down with the who, pain, why framework. So now that you have a very simple yet proven system to find winning video ideas that will work, and now that you know the value framework to keep people watching and get them to turn into subscribers, there's only one more step that you need to understand. And without understanding this, it's going to make it feel absolutely impossible to hit 1,000 subscribers. That one thing is understanding how to play on the psychology of our audience's pain points in order to get them to never want to click off of our videos. But lucky for you, I created a video on exactly how to structure your videos to blow up on YouTube, and you can watch that video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'm rooting for you guys.